Thank you, brother. Mysterious J 123. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome to the Players Circle Podcast. I am your host, the Iceman. More bounce to the ounce, and I say what counts. Don't nobody, I mean nobody, go home to the fat man fucks. What's happening, chocolate people? I got my face in the place. And like my lady said last night, keep filling up that space. Can you dig it? Decided to go ahead and do the broadcast a little earlier than expected because I forgot the Final Four was popping off this evening. And I want to make sure I watch that. Now, the Virginia game, Auburn game, I don't really care that much about that game. I don't really want to see that game. The main game I want to see is Texas Tech, Michigan State. You digs? That's how we get down around here. I bet you didn't know that the pussy was being tampered with. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to say that one more time for the folks in the cheap seats. Brother, you did not know the pussy was being tampered with. Now, did you? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'll wait. Now, my brother, you know damn well it didn't go down like that. That's why I'm about to put you up on game. You digs? So to all you lames out there, it's time to put away all the games and get some of this game. You digs? With your stinking ass. Best to understand. 2, 1, 3. Your stinking ass. Brown sauces, what's happening, player? Love you, brother. Appreciate the donation. Everybody that donated early, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. You digs? And by the way, you can donate via the Cash App. Just download the free Cash App. You digs? Download the free Cash App. And my Cash App ID is $ the Iceman 1906. Donate your $10 today to the 501c3 nonprofit. Every donation is 100% tax deductible. Can you dig it? I know you can. So come on, let's raise $100 today, y'all. Let's raise $100. If you haven't donated, let's go ahead and get that done before I get started. You digs? Nigga, with your bitch ass. What up, Triple T Kill? That's right, spitting from the Survivor Scrolls, followed by the Dead Sea Scrolls. Can you dig it? You digs? Big Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. Niggas singing honky music. Just don't sound right. You digs? I bet you niggas didn't know the pussy was being tampered with. Oh, sure enough now. Sure enough now. That's right, y'all. You got to know if the pussy has been tampered with. Why? Let me tell you why. Because you're a respectable man. You consider yourself to be a respectable, God-fearing, commonsensical man, right? Right. So why the hell would you not know all the aspects of your relationship? You digs? See, that's where your wisdom come in, because you don't believe that every woman got your back and that she would never tip out on you. That's a fool. You're a fool if you have the mentality, if you are of the mentality that betrayal would never creep into your relationship with your woman. You's a fool. You are delusional. You are as delusional as the day is long. You digs? It's just like Mysterious J123 said. These women's vaginas are open like 7-Eleven. Get your cheap coffee at 3 a.m. if you want to. Hey, get it at 3 p.m. if you want to. Hell, come at midnight. And make sure on your way out the door, get you one of them hot dogs, you know, where the wiener's been up there just turning for 4 days. And you bite into that hot dog and it tastes like it got embalming fluid in it. You never want to chew on a hot dog ever again. It's your nasty ass. You digs? See, a lot of cats don't, you know, cats will be like, this is why I have to cover this in my second book, The Dating Bible. Now, if you ain't got my first book, go get these shits. Go get them shits. The Game of Life According to the Iceman, Volume 1. This is my first book. Go get them shits. You can go to AskTheIceman.com, scroll down to add to cart, and you can buy it there. Or you can go to Amazon and get them shits. But get them shits. My second book, The Dating Bible, I'm working on that right now. I should be done by next summer. I'm going to take a while to write this book because I want it to be good. I want it to be right. Because the next books I'm going to do going to be novels. I want to start doing novels. And I already got like 2 or 3 novels written already. They're like 400-page books. But I ain't released them because I ain't I got to go and re-edit them. Plus, they were done on old Word platforms, and I don't want to transfer that over there. You know what I got on. You know, I think I got Office 365, the latest one. I got the latest one, and I've just learned. I've really gotten around to really learning how to use it. The last it's been out since 2012. They've had maybe 1 or 2 new ones. I think the last new one was 2016. Office 365 or whatever. I got that. And it's different from that old Word 2003 that I'm used to doing word processing on, or doing typing papers and stuff when I was in my MBA program, when I got my first master's. You digs? But anyway, that's what I'm talking about in the dating Bible. When you date a woman, you got to be able to read her body language. You got to be able to read her how she speaks, her intonation. You got to be able to pick up on all of that and know when something's wrong. See, they call that women intuition. Ain't no fucking women intuition. It's called having your third eye open and being insecure, being somewhat insecure. You always got to be somewhat insecure about what that other person is doing when they're not with you. Because to trust that that person's always going to do the right thing, again, you's a fool if you think like that. Some people think like that. That's why women who grew up in the house with no father, they have what I call the pedestal mentality. They call it the pedestal mentality. I saw it with my ex-wife. And so what they do, they don't grow up with a daddy, so their daddy issues carry over into how they date men. So when they meet a guy that's cut above the bums they used to dealing with, they'll put you on a pedestal, and then when you mess up, you become the devil incarnate to them. Because now they're reverting back to, I ain't had no daddy, or I ain't had much of a daddy. Now they're taking their frustration, now they're taking their hate because the man that gave them life didn't think of them enough to be in their life. Or maybe the mama was playing games. You dig what I'm saying to you? That's a page out of my ex-wife's book, because she didn't meet her real father till she was 40 years old. This nigga didn't think enough of her to even contact her ass. And the mama just as sorry. You see, like I said, we black men, we end up with these broken black bitches who ain't worth shit. That's why, you know, I know little vets all over the country, and the one thing they say we all can relate to is being stationed at a military base and all these old monkey grip ass, broke ass, dusty ass, dirty foot ass bitches around the base trying to get a GI, trying to get an ID card so they can visit that commissary in the sky and that BX or that PX in the sky. Those of y'all that have been in the military, you know what I'm talking about. When you get to that first base and them OGs, the white dudes and the black guys be trying to tell you, hey, watch these bitches out here, man. Because it's going to be somebody in your unit who done got one of them hood rats pregnant. Okay? Now they got to pay that child support because that bitch got a Deers card. Now that bitch all on base. She got an ID card. She get on base. Daughter got that free medical care. They benefit from all that. Child support come right out of Deers and shit. You don't even see that money. That bitch coming on base using her baby Deers card to go to the BA. Tell me I'm buying this for my daughter. Cause I remember I dated chicks and they like, hey, could you take me to the commissary? I said, I gotta pay for your groceries. I ain't talking about, well, I just pay you back when I get paid. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here. That's why no matter what base, especially Air Force bases, you always see a bunch of Korean women and slick ass Korean women and a bunch of slick ass Filipino women. They all of them cut hair at the BX, all of them cut hair. So all the GIs coming there because them bitches be flirting with them. That bitch be done had a baby by a chief master sergeant. She done got a baby by an E9 and a full bird colonel. Okay. Okay, there's some dirty bitches, man. But the black and the white ones and the Hispanic ones and the Native American ones ain't no better. Shit, man. I used to live in New Mexico. Man, them Indian chicks, them Zuni Indians, what else they had them the Zuni Indians and some other Indian reservation right around there. Man, them chicks would come on base, or we go to this club called Bentley's. Those of you been stationed at Kirtland Air Force Base, you know what I'm talking about. Bentley used to be called Bentley's on Central. That was the club, nigga. Oh, it was some badass Hispanic chick. All the finest Hispanic and white girls up there live in Albuquerque. Ooh, nigga. Oh man. Man, we used to go in there grabbing them chicks' asses. They didn't do, they just smile at you. Oh man, it was crazy. Them Indian chicks, boy, they used to just throw themselves at you. But man, a lot of them wasn't that cute though. A couple of them I met was cute, but most of them, them Indian chicks be looking bad. Even the ones that don't drink, don't smoke. Okay. Must be something inside. Oh yeah, man. Them Asian girls. We talking about black women be Negro bed wenches. And them Asian bed wenches, boy. Them Asian women, they just let white dudes do anything to them. But then will turn their nose up around your ass. That's why when I go to the athletic club and they broken down old asses be coming in the jacuzzi, or they come in the steam room, man, they so nasty, man. Them old Chinese women ain't nothing nastier. They ain't got no ass. White girls be having more ass than them Asian chicks. That's why I be like, the dudes, brothers, especially brothers that been in the military, be so hard up for them Asian chicks. I be like, nigga. And then, I have guys who are stationed at the same places, like Clark Air Force Base in the Philippines. Talk about, man, them Filipino chicks be ugly as hell. Then it be lady boys all around that motherfucker now. Shit. I've seen some of them Filipino wives, and they ain't attractive. Some of them be fine as hell, though. I know a couple of guys had married some fine ones, but as soon as they got that ID card, they start fucking everybody on the base. And they had to divorce them bitches. Or they didn't divorce them, they were just living an open marriage. I knew a couple of dudes like that. Oh, me and my wife don't fuck. So I hate that bitch, but we don't want to give up that lifestyle. So everywhere I go, we get a house on bay. All we do is raise our kids. I'm like, damn, bro, I would be living like that. I missed the military because a lot of that shit, they be wife swapping. When I came in the military, they used to be wife swapping. Officers and enlisted. Oh, it was freaky deaky, man. I was like, the fuck I get married for? It was so freaky deaky, man. First night I went to the E Club, I came up. Badass little Mexican chick. Okay? Fine as hell. She was on me. Like stink on doo-doo. There was a white dude in my unit that was hollering at her, but then she came over to me. She left his ass. He kind of gave me that side eye. He was like, oh, come on, bruh. I was like, dude, you didn't hold it down, man. You didn't hold it down. That's why I say, yeah, we got all these other men beat when it comes to being masculine and sexy. But man, that ain't no social capital, brother. You can't cash that in, get no paper off of that. Be having swag don't mean shit when your social standing in the country is in the toilet. That's why I be trying to teach game, man. I'm like, y'all brothers, man. A lot of cats appreciate it. A lot of cats just don't get down like that, man. A lot of cats is like, Ice, I'd rather just be a simp. I'd rather just be a trick. Yeah, but how much money you got though, nigga? At some point, you're gonna run out of money. You ain't gonna get, look, bitches ain't gonna be around you. You ain't got no cash. You got to keep the lie going. Hey, lies don't run on oatmeal, nigga. Lies run on money. And you making $15 an hour working 50 hours a week at a warehouse ain't gonna cut it, nigga. Plus you always at work, nigga. Working 6 days a week, 7 days a week. How many of you guys work like that? Or you work at night? I hate that shit, man. You can do that shit when you young. When you an old nigga like me, you ain't trying to work no overnight job unless you a cop. You making that kind of money and you doing that kind of work. Yeah, I love to work at night. But only if I was doing law enforcement. I ain't doing shit else. I ain't sitting nowhere doing this shit all night. Then, 2 hours before I get off my shit, then I start doing my work. Nah, man, I ain't going back to that shit. Work for myself. You ain't got that kind of cash to keep the lie going. That's why I say this is where the wisdom come in at. This is where wisdom come in at, dog. This is where the wisdom come in at. See, a lot of niggas, like I said, this is where the rubber makes the road where the rubber meets the road. Dig it. See, you got too many niggas out here. You got too many young niggas out here that have absolutely no idea how to conduct themselves. And there ain't no OGs around, female or male, to teach these young folks anything. So you got your son and daughter looking at me on YouTube. Now, I might not get thousands of views, but the views I do get are these people are diehard. They part of the Iceman Show family. I could care less about all these Johnny-come-lately niggas. They ain't real anyway. It's too many fake niggas out here. It's too many lames out here. All niggas do is be on social media whining about black women. How come black women don't do this? How come black women don't do that? How come black women don't act like these other women? Nigga, the video you need to be making is how come you are a fucking lame. That's the video you need to be making. I don't give a damn how shitty black women are. They don't want you. I was telling this fake ass nigga on Facebook about that shit. This nigga up here saying disrespectful stuff about my man Nipsey. I'm like, your hate for yourself is that deep where you willing to sit up here and besmirch this man like a coward? And he can't be here to defend himself? What kind of coward are you? Just disrespectful, man. Just, I'm sick of black women always loving up on Pookies and Ray Rays and Day Days. That's because you ain't a man. You are not an example of a man. You like an elephant with no tusk. Just toothless. Yeah, you might have a good job. You may have gone to college. You may have gotten yourself together that way, but you still a lame. Yeah, you make $100,000 a year, but you still a lame. You on Facebook all day whining about black women. Black women don't want you because your shit is lame. And you dumb. Look, the dumbest people in the world are guys or men and women who got college degrees. They have no logic. They can do that book work. Oh, they book smart, but everything else, they dumb as fuck. You can sit here till I can sit here till my eyes turn blue. And these niggas still won't get it. That you have to have the seed of wisdom in your third eye already. You got to have that already. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. That's why I don't give a fuck about having, 100,000 subscribers. I could give a fuck. People can't handle my content because I kick it real. If you want to talk about somebody keeping it real, nigga, I keep it real. And people can't handle it. That's why I know a lot of you guys are bitch made. Because real men can take a tongue lashing. Oh, all right, guys. I got to do better. That's what real players do. We make mistakes. Just like that song, Gigolos Get Lonely Too. They get lonely too. We make mistakes, but we learn from it. You keep making mistakes because you don't want to do any better. You want to continue to keep flip-flopping and doing dumb shit. Some guys love dumb shit. Let's keep making mistakes. And the sum total of those mistakes is failure. I ain't just here. I'm not just some knot on a log telling you this stuff. I'm a dude that has lived his life. And I'm trying to kick game. What you need to understand is this. If you don't look, I see a relationship as a circle. If somebody tells you to draw a circle, what are you going to do? You're going to draw the whole circle. Because that's what life is. It's a circle. It's a cycle. If someone tells you to draw a circle and you draw half a circle, is that a complete circle? No. But that's what you're living. That's about all you're getting out of life because you don't have any discipline. That's where wisdom comes in. See, you don't learn wisdom from women anymore because the last 50 years of women are nothing but hoes. They're just either undercover hoes or over the cover hoes. And whenever they think somebody's got 5 cents more than you or me, they're going to be over there sucking on his balls. That's the kind of women, that's kind of disloyal assholes that a lot of you been raised by. And when I mention that and I bring that up because that's something that you're going to have to work through, what you do is unsub and run like a little bitch. Or you won't support the show, or you'll come around and won't donate. I'm just asking for $10 donations today. I'm not asking you to cut me a check for reparations. But you have to hear the truth. You've never heard the truth before because a lot of you guys, your mama's a bunch of liars. Your mom is too busy trying to cover up for all her hoeing that she's done during your childhood and afterward, after you became a man. So they have you growing up in this they have you growing up in this delusional universe where you never get your feelings hurt or where you're not prepared to deal with adversity. You're not prepared to deal with adversity. And the person you need to blame is mama or mammy. Mama, mama. Exactly. J12123. Just pathetic. We got some pathetic black people out here, male and female. Pathetic. Just you hate yourself that much, and you hate black women, because really these type of lames it ain't that they hate black women. They hate the fact that black women ain't interested in them. So they blame everything on Ray Rays and Pookies. And they say, reason why my dick dry and I ain't getting no pussy is because you Ray Ray, Pookies, and Day Days. When half the niggas out here work for a living. You talking about 50% of black men are Day Days and Ray Rays and Pookies. Nigga, you's a fool. The majority of black men work for a living. Just like I said on my Facebook post last week. Back when I was in young adulthood, the dope boys, the working guys, and the ballers, we all dated the same women. You still had a shot at dimes back then. You just had to come correct. And if you could hang in a big city market like Chicago, New York City, Bay Area, the Central Valley area like Sacramento, San Jose, if you could live in them areas and or LA or San Diego County, San Diego's a good market to date, whether you a young man or OG like me. San Diego's a nice market to pull bitches, because it's diverse. It's hella diverse. You got a lot of Filipinos, especially in like Chula Vista, but you got a lot of Mexican chicks. You got a lot of other Asian chicks, and you got a few white girls that's popping their pussy too. I done fucked a couple of them down there. But you got a shot, especially around them Navy chicks. You got a shot. Shoot your shot, nigga. But if you in a market like Miami, Houston, Dallas, I ain't even gonna say San Antonio, but Stank Antonio. Okay, that ain't no dating market. That's a hog trough. That's like being in a sewer. Say, where you at, bro? Oh man, I'm in San Antonio. Oh, you must be in the sewer pipe, nigga. Smell like an old Mexican baby's diaper. Okay, that's what San Antonio smell like. Look, I was looking at some crime statistics on the news the other day. Do you know San Antonio is number 2 in crime in America? Oh my God, because that heroin epidemic is really done hit San Antonio, dog. Where's Painless Rising at? I know they got Fiesta. Fiesta's popping. When Fiesta pop, all them bitches be out there popping they pussy. Fiesta make them hoes get freaky dicky. Shit, man. They get the fuck out of here. Man, San Antonio got some problems. Like I said, all they promote there in San Antonio is poverty. Just pathetic. But people don't understand all of the parameters or all of the details of your interactions with women. And you would learn that if you were around a man, not a simp or Captain Save-A-Hole or a clown, but a man. Men teach their boys or boys around them how to properly deal with women instead of them learning from listening to Migos. And that's the sad part. You got guys my age still walk around this motherfucker acting like a kid, acting like a perpetual child. So nobody's going to learn anything from a perpetual child my age, is he? That's why women, you know, I had some old dusty ass Caucasian chick look me up on one of my phones, come texting me and playing games, talking about who is this? I'm like, bitch, who are you? Because I knew it was a woman. I said, who is this? And so for a week or two, she never would answer my questions. I just, you know, just stopped responding and deleted the text. Then I got another text. Who is this? I'm like, man, I ain't telling you shit. Who is this? Oh, this is Rocks. I'm like, Rocks who? This is Roxy. I knew when she said her name was Roxy. I said, bitch, what you, 80? That's them kind of names. That's like Fannie. Fannie Mae. Okay? Esther. Aunt Esther. Okay? Like, man, what do you want? Talking about, well, I'm clean. I'm going through my phone trying to see who's who. I'm like, oh, bitch, you done got dumped. You done got dumped, bitch. So now you trying to go through your phone trying to find a fallback guy. I was like, look, I don't know what you look like. I ain't talked to this chick in 3-4 years. Then she gonna still talking about I said, well, what do you want? She's like, well, you know, I just, you know, just wanted to reach out to you. And I said, you need to send me a picture before we talk any further. Send me a picture. You're gonna send me a picture of her sitting down. This old ass bitch. If I remember her correctly, she was in her late 40s. She already looked like somebody grandmama. You know how you go to your kid's school and you go to the office and there be some white woman with big old titties and a big old floppy ass that don't look right. And she got them, you know, she got them real big arms, like the old women at your church with church hat on. They had them big old arms you wish you had when you was a kid. Like, I wish I had my guns like that, dog. Like Mother Robinson. She got the big guns, dog. Nah, bro, that ain't guns. Them ain't guns. That's ham hock. That's ham hock meat. Yeah, the sunburned cleavage. Exactly. Titties look like pillows instead of titties. Like, if you don't get your old ass, she had all this concealer on in the picture. I said, well, she got to be in her 50s now. Man, she look old as fuck. I said, oh, so you going to send me a picture of half your body? I said, man, don't play no games with me, man. Oh, you mean. I'm like, I ain't mean. I'm just straight up. I'm like, bitch, I don't waste time. I don't waste time with goony goo ass bitches like you. I said, you spent a week playing games, not even telling me who you were. You silly ass bitch. Fuck out of here. I said, I ain't interested. Lose my number. Oh, she got mad as fuck. Well, I ain't interested either. Well, you goofy asshole. Fuck out of here. Iceman don't sit around wasting time. I don't need to talk to a bitch I ain't gonna fuck again or at all. And goofy asshole. Like, I ain't no fallback guy. You ain't gonna fall back at me trying to holler at me after you done got dumped. Because these women do that shit. Especially when they get that age. Don't nobody want that old ass pussy. I'll be damned if I walk down the street with a bitch my age. I talk to women at least 10 years younger than me. I ain't dating no woman my age. Had that, you know how they walk like this and they had a purse in their hand like this and they walk like they got T-Rex arms and they go in a restaurant. Them type of them old white women. Had them them polyester pants on. You know how them old white folks be in Vegas. Okay. Nigga, don't get me started. Looking like somebody goddamn grandma. Baby, if you don't get the fuck out of here. It makes me mad when women send me partial pictures of themselves. Don't send me no goddamn play picture. You send me a picture of if you standing up so I can see your bellies. Because they know as soon as they send that shit, you're going to be like, I ain't interested. I ain't hitting that again. You know what I'm saying? What a difference a day make when you dealing with non-black women. Be piling that makeup on. Then goddamn be putting foundation right here. They start doing that type of shit. All that shit burn up. And then all of a sudden they racist ass start trying to date black men. Oh, I only just date black men. Also, so black men get the worst, get you at your worst. That's why when I see brothers with white women look like that, I be like, nigga, if you need to get the fuck away from me with that bitch. Don't look down now, nigga. You one brought that great grandmama out here, looking like Edith, fucking like old girl on looking like Edith Bunker. You the one brought that bitch out here. You see me with a cave bunny, she gonna be a decent looking woman. She might not be fine, but she ain't gonna be less than a 5. She ain't gonna be no 4.5 like a lot of niggas be getting. It'd make a big difference between a 4 and a 5. Between a 4 and a 6 is probably the most crucial time with a woman, because the older she get, the less attractive she is. So if she was a dime back in the day, by the time that bitch get around 40, some of these women, man, they look bad. Some of these non-black women look bad. I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just telling the truth. They look bad. And then all of a sudden, I'm dating black men. I'm like, man, that says a lot about black men. That these women would never date you in their 20s, but then when men throw them away, then here they are talking about, I want to date a black man. Now, yeah, they be getting a lot of bums. They be getting a lot of liars, because most of them bitches be doing online dating. They ain't meeting these niggas in no bars, although some of them are. That's why certain white women that might be attractive around in the Twin Cities area, we all know who they are. If one of my cousins don't know them, or I don't know them, but we know of them, we know that bitch been passed around. We know that chick been ran through, even though she still look good. I ignore them. I see them somewhere out. I'm like, I ain't even trying to holler at that bitch. She can look over here all she want. Real talk. Oh shit, I fucked up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and try to hit this 100 tonight. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's get it popping. See what we got here. We're at 25. Let's get this 75. Come on, guys. If you haven't donated today, make sure you go ahead. Make sure you guys, those of you who are on Facebook, make sure you subscribe to my channel, the Mad Voodoo Man channel. Okay. Make sure you do that like right now. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Shit. What did I do? Shoot. Y'all give me a second here. Give me a minute here. Y'all hit me on the Cash App. We're at $25. Hey, Facebook, it's $10 donations a day. Can I get down one time? Make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Mad Voodoo Man channel. Let me put that in the chat room here. That way, if we get cut off, you can go right over to Mad Voodoo Man YouTube and be a part of the live stream. Sometimes Facebook be janky. Okay. Anyway, we're at $25. Let's get this. Let's hit 50. Can I get $25? Let's hit 50 before I take my first break. Come on, let's get it popping. Come on, Facebook, hit me on the Cash App. It's $10 donation Saturday. Let's get it popping. So anyway, you get these females way past their prime. They done hit the wall. And all of a sudden they get a rebirth off of black men. That's why I keep doing that series, Why the Black Man is the Garbage Man. The black man will take anything. And these women know that. So a lot of black men are in situations with women where they're with a woman, a non-black woman, even a black woman who's well beneath them. Beneath them. Even if they make the same money. Class-wise, these women are beneath them. But they'll go get with these women and be getting cheated on. Okay? Black women will cheat on you too, but black women just be hella disrespectful with it. She'd be very vocal about it, whereas non-black women will cheat on you and be very non-verbal. But their behavior tells you something ain't right. And they won't leave until it's a perfect situation somewhere else for them. Don't get it twisted. Black man ain't got no friends out here. You think you do, but you don't. I was looking at this stupid ass show called Temptation Island. And this brother had this real good looking white girl on there. Man, this chick was just so cold blooded. She was like one of them Eastern European chicks, but she was American. My name is Morticia. I fuck you, I suck you. I'm from Romania. She was just weird. She was real good looking, but she was weird. And she was like, well, I found myself and I feel like I can stand on my own 2 feet and I can be more than what because I guess the brother was always complaining that she was, not fully invested in a situation the way he was. Well, when you're not, you leave. That's what I had to learn the hard way. If you're not getting respect, you're not getting love and respect and devotion from that female, you need to go somewhere else where you can get it. See, you're going to hear that right here on the Player Circle. Every Saturday, we talk about dating and relationships. By the way, subscribe to my Mad Voodoo Man channel on YouTube. And this is $10 donation Saturday. If you haven't donated, please donate. Let's get it cracking. Now, what hurts a lot of black men is a lot of brothers, even if they meet a woman who might meet all the physical checks, he might be able to check, hit all the checks for looks, as far as looks, maybe you might say, well, she's a 7. Good enough for me, which I totally agree. If you lucky to get a 7 and she acting right, go ahead and make that work, player. Don't mess that up. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a whole lot of 3s out here that's out here fucking up more than the 10s. Okay? And the reason why they're out here feeling bold enough to do that shit is because we got so many simps and Captain Saverholes and tricks out here who will fuck anything. And so you get the 300-pound buffalo who should be shamed, who's on Facebook. She's 5'2", 300 pounds. And because she's got these big floppy, Negro college fund titties and a big old ass, not to mention the belly and the baked bread popping out of the muffin top, you got niggas that's like she on Facebook doing this shit. And you sitting there like, she fine. She got a big ass. And I'm just like, you thirsty ass prison niggas. Those are niggas that they did 20 years in the penitentiary, and any smidgen, any whiff of ass, they're just mesmerized. And I guess if I was coming out of a situation like that, I would probably be thirsty as hell too. I guess I'd be thirsty. And I would be willing to take anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you and I will sit here and laugh about it, but there's a lot of thirsty niggas out here. It's somebody sitting here right now listening to this live stream saying, yeah, I know what you said, Ice. I know what you saying, Ice, and got their phone in their hand, talking about you fine, you got a big old ass with some buffalo butt, Bookman on Good Times looking bitch who dances like Rerun from What's Happening. Because one dude said to me, he said, Ice, you know why you see a lot of old niggas on Facebook? You see niggas your age, there be some ugly bitches and these niggas be liking, or they be cash apping these bitches off SSI they getting. You said the reason, you said be niggas that been in the penitentiary. I said, I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Not most of the time, dog. That some of the time, yeah. I could see that happening in some of these prisons, but not all of them. These niggas be having subscriptions to Players Magazine, and Players Magazine don't even publish no more. Okay? These niggas got Hustler Magazine. They got every skin mag known to man. They got Butt Man. They got everybody man. Because what else you gonna do? You doing 5 years. You ain't getting hide no hair with or no pussy, other than them ugly ass guards that look like they should be locked up for looking like that. Okay. But these niggas are so used to being thirsty, they don't think like you and I. And these old niggas, this be the nigga working, he be living in Atlanta and he work a temp job working in a fucking factory or working in a warehouse making $12 an hour. He like, man, they pay $12 an hour. Say, where you live at, old school? I live with my daughter. You got a lot of niggas like that in San Antonio. When I used to ride the bus to class, remember I used to do, I first started doing the Iceman show when I was going to school. When I got my second master's, I used to park at the parking ride, and then I would take the bus downtown. And it'd be always all these sneaky Pete niggas on the bus. Hey, young blood, that old shit. Hey, young blood. I'm like, look at these losers. Look at these bums. Yeah, I just got out the joint. I'm like, look at this nigga. So whatever little SSI money they get or whatever welfare they get, whatever little hustles these niggas are running, these old niggas be taking that money, giving these bitches, paying these bitches Snapchat or Cash Apping these bitches. That's who these bitches be making money off of. Niggas that used to not get no pussy. Niggas that been locked up for long periods of time, or young niggas that never got no pussy. Never. You digs? You gotta cut that shit out, man. Black man, we gotta still have some standards. Have some standards, dog. A lot of brothers don't be having no standards. Appreciate it, bro. A lot of cats ain't got no standards. See, a lot of these white, especially a lot of these older white women that call themselves trying to date black men in their old age, a lot of these women, they done got green lights till they met my ass. And I'm like, bitch, I don't date no fucking... I don't date no broken down, hit the wall with your face. I mean, look, man, have I seen attractive 50-something-year-old non-black women and black women? Yes. Plenty of them. In places around the country where you least imagine. You see a lot of cats might not be able to brave that cold in, South Dakota or North Dakota, like Fargo. A lot of cats can't handle that Twin City cold. Especially if you got to go out there and work and you ain't got no car. It's hard, man. It's hard living in areas like that, but it's plenty of hot women. It's plenty of hot pussy women. But like I said, the trade-off is dealing with that weather. Don't nobody want to be in that ice and that snow all the time. But the thing is, all those people do is fuck. Drink and fuck. That's all they do. Tell you what, the cost of living is a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper than it is here. Get a whole lot more for your money back that way. But again, trade-off is that weather. It's perfect for me because I ain't got to sit around in the house if I don't want to. But then again, I don't want to be out there in that slipping and sliding either. But what y'all got to realize is that you got to have a code of conduct. That's the first thing I start talking about in the dating Bible, in my first book, in my second book, sorry. That's the first thing I talk about is a code of conduct. This is what I will do. This is what I will not do. And this is how I add to the list. That's what I've been working on. That's why I'm taking my time on this book. I was going to go ahead and try to hurry up and finish by this summer. And it would have been garbage. I'm not going to do that. What up, Mr. Fernandez? What's cracking with you, homie? Where my water at? Oh, am I out of water? Shit. I was going to go get some water last night. Or yesterday, but I ended up seeing the weed man. When I said, well, let me see, weed connect, get some water. You know who won. Okay? You know who won. Yeah, digs. Yeah, exactly. A lot of them old niggas can't get off that crack. I used to work with this dude. He was a real good chef. He was a real good line cook with me. And man, he would just this nigga would just fuck up. And he was like, man, this dude had a full ride scholarship to play football for Arizona State. This is when I used to live in Arizona. When I used to work part-time for the Cardinals. Remember I told y'all about that? Man, I had so much fun at that job. God damn, I had fun at that job. It was some real niggas at that job too. Because them Mexicans be talking shit. Boy, them niggas will be on them Mexican. These wasn't no scary niggas. These niggas was not scary. Some of them was prison niggas. Oh, they be like, I'll kill you, motherfucker. I said, man, chill, man. Them motherfuckers run back to the executive chef and tell on your ass and you get fired. Oh, we had so much fun at that job, man. We still beer. Oh, nigga, we still beer out of that motherfucker. Nigga stole steaks. Oh, shit, because them press boxes, you know, where the media and the assistant coaches be sitting or dignitaries, they be getting steak and shrimp up there. All other kind of shit. So we knew white girls that worked up there. So sometimes we would take the food up there. Man, nigga, I never ate. Man, I used to take so much food home, but you just couldn't get caught. Just don't get caught. Because some niggas got caught. This one nigga got caught with some ribs in his pants. That white boy called him. He said, man, you fired. I said, what happened to that nigga from Oakland? Oh, man, that nigga got fired. That nigga had a slab of fucking ribs in his goddamn pants and shit walking around. Nigga, you stupid. Nigga had a piece of steak. Nigga had some prime rib. The fuck out of here, nigga. You can't be too hood. We was hood, but we was like, oh, we ain't getting caught. But I used to love working part-time there, man. Even though I was tired as hell from working my full-time job, I would go, you know, I worked 2 or 3 days during the week, and then Saturday we had a game. Sometimes I worked Saturday and Sunday, and that was rough 12 hours. Okay? Shit. But I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I got a chance to see the football pro and college games. We'd be over there watching the game because it would slow down. But, man. He's still a chicken out of the freezer. I used to love being a manager, work over restaurants, because I used to get so much free food and just all kind of stuff, man. I stayed away from like going up in some of them little bitches. I didn't really get too much into that because that's a job killer right there. So but I was just mainly about that money and that food because I knew what was being ordered. So sometimes you had a little more of this, a little more of that, and you could, sometimes I had to get rid of that stuff. I wasn't going to throw it away. I would tell guys, here, cut this up. Everybody take one. You could take a couple and go home. So you giving us to? I said, no, I ain't giving it to you. I said, for all you know, you never seen this before. Oh, okay. I said, this stuff going to get thrown away. Because, when you work for certain types of restaurants, they'll have a list. They'll be saying, if this is past a certain day, you don't serve it to the public, even if it ain't spoiled. And that stuff don't be spoiled. Sometimes they messed up on the dates or when they ordered it or whatever, and they'll come in and then the computer say, get rid of this, and this. They expect you to throw good food away. All these starving people out here. I would just give the food away. It was all them brothers that work for me who you know, they needed some extra stuff. I remember I used to manage a Chinese restaurant, this chain. And my cousin, I tell my cousin, because I had to close most of the time. On Sundays, I usually close, which was fine with me because it was slow on Sunday. It'll be real crowded, and then it'll be real packed around lunch. And then right after lunch, dinner will be, So a lot of that food, I had to throw it away. Man, I tell people, man, come on up here, dude. And I opened the back door, just handing like $50 worth of food. It was going in the trash anyway. Shit, my cousin, he always fed his family with that food. He'd be like, hey, man, what time you get off, cuz? I'm like, we used to have some hookups, nigga. We used to have so much fun, man. That's what we used to have fun. Oh, we had fun back then, man. Everybody done got old now. Everybody done got old. Niggas done got sick. Shit, nigga, we used to have so much fun back then. Just being niggas. Boy, I had so many bitches back then. Oh, I had bitches, man. Oh, man, they was out for a nigga back then. But yeah, man, a lot of these sneaky Pete niggas, I mean, I'm fucked up, man. And they get my age, they be out here fucked up in the game. And now these niggas be hating and shit. I'm like, nigga, don't hate on these young niggas, man. They didn't waste their life like you did. They didn't waste their life like you did, motherfucker. Don't hate on them. What you need to be teaching them is not to hate. Say, hey, if I made a mistake, I make mistakes. All you can do is tell your kids, hey, I made a mistake. I've told my kids many times, hey, man, I made a mistake. I should have done better. Even though some of that shit wasn't my fault. But like I said, if you're a man, you got to take responsibility for shit you didn't even do. And if you don't have kids, you don't understand what I'm talking about. You got to take responsibility for shit you didn't do just to keep the peace. And let your kids talk all kind of shit about you. Oh, you did this or you didn't do this. And you have to accept they may never hear the truth. They may never get the truth. And they don't want to seek the truth because their mama done taught them that everything come out of her mouth is the truth. I got plenty of experience with that shit. You got to learn how to live your life. You can't live your life with regret. Yeah, this shit that I should have did here or I should have did a different way there. That's life, man. You can't knock it. You can't beat yourself up, man. You got to pick yourself up and do better. Especially you got shorties. You got shorties out here. You ain't got no time to be moping around and bullshitting. Junior needs some new J's. Little Darnisha need money for her ballet lessons. She ain't got the and food in their belly. They ain't got time to be hearing your excuses. Yeah, it's a cruel world. It's a racist world. But you got to do what you got to do, player. Like I said, you got to take responsibility for shit you didn't do. And a lot of you guys will never understand that. You rather take the shortcut and be out here bullshitting and acting like a fucking idiot. Like I said, I can't get black men to do shit. I remember when I talked about white girls all the time, I had all kind of niggas listening to me. I had like 6,000, 7,000 subscribers. And as soon as I stopped talking about that shit, they hear niggas go, fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Okay? All of a sudden, niggas ain't interested. That's the way it is. Niggas that's how people are, man. But look at the social environment that people that we live in today. It's despicable. It's pathetic and it's despicable. It really is. There ain't no respect out here in dating. None. No respect for men at all. You need to have basic respect for anybody, for everybody, in order to conduct yourself in a certain manner here in the United States. And you got people who don't even have that basic decency. And that's troubling. You go to a store and you buy something, and it could be $30 worth of stuff you buying, and the idiot cashier has the nerve to ask you if you want a bag. And I'm like, no, you dumb motherfucker. I'm just going to walk out of here with $30 worth of groceries hanging all off me. I got jugs of water. I got Gatorade. I got this. I got that. I got buttermilk. I got this over here. And I can't carry this shit with 4 arms. And your dumb ass is going to ask me if I want a bag. No, motherfucker, I need 3. You dumbass. Fuck out of here. That comes from parenting. Being that dumb. You go to the weed man. You go in there and get you a little, a little doo-doo. The motherfucker like, do you want a bag? No, man, I'm just going to walk out of here with all this weed in my, just all out all in my fucking hands, you dumbass. Just stupid. Yeah, just ignorant. Shit drive me crazy, man. And then they wonder why you don't want to go to some of these places. That's why a lot of times I don't like going to restaurants no more, because the whiny ass fucking servers, they expect a tip and don't do shit. Like, I was out of town. I was in Seattle a few weeks back, and I called in an order and at this hamburger place, and I went over there to pick up my food, and I go over there to get ready to pay. I'm getting ready to sign the receipt, and this motherfucker on the receipt it said tip. I'm like, tip for what? This motherfucker didn't do nothing but take my order. What the fuck? He ain't do shit. How does he deserve a fucking tip? Nigga, if you don't make enough money, nigga, you go get a better job. Because I ain't going to be out here a server at 3 or 4 different restaurants to make $300 a week. And I got to live with roommates and I'm 30 years old. That ain't going to be me, dog. Did nobody tell you to go out here and be bullshitting? You got a lot of, I remember one time I was looking at, not Jimmy Fallon show, but dude that's on ABC, Jimmy Kimmel. I was looking at his show and they're talking about all these, talking about servers was talking about how rude the American public is at restaurants, and it had all these little videos of all these mainly white servers who were complaining that sitting up here complaining that they not getting the kind of tips they deserve. And I'm like, get another job. You can't act. You say you're out here in LA to act, and you're working as you're sitting up here working as a server at a restaurant, and you're making $400 a week, and you haven't broken into acting because you ain't sucked enough dicks yet. Fuck out of here. Did nobody tell you to do that for a living? At all these, the American public, they're so disrespectful. They see we don't make a lot of money. You know what? If you're not getting the tips that you deserve, it's probably because you're not earning them. Because I know when I get a waitress that plays that, oh, I'm scared of you because you're a black man bullshit, and then give me shitty ass service, and then sit up here and give me a side eye because I didn't tip them at all. Because I get ruthless when it comes to my money. If you don't get a tip, it's because you fucked up some kind of way. You ain't under no obligation to tip anybody. Tipping is positive reinforcement. I am tipping this person because they gave me great service. You don't tip somebody just because. That's why a lot of these real expensive restaurants, I don't go to them fucking places talking about, anything over a certain amount, you got to pay this amount of gratuity. Notice they call it gratuity, not a tip. That's a volume tip. That means a certain, if you go to Pittsburgh Blue in Maple Grove, Minnesota, and you and your girl run up $115 tab, they're going to add 15% to that bill. So whatever 120 is times, 0.15, whatever the amount's going to be, that's how much you need to add to your total bill plus tax. I don't think that's right. But they figure you got the money. If you go into Morton's the Steakhouse, you got that kind of paper. That's why a lot of times I don't even go to them kind of restaurants no more, because these people act like such dicks. Yeah, the food be good, but the food is too expensive. I went to Manny's. This place is real expensive. They like on the same level of Morton's the Steakhouse. This restaurant downtown called Manny's. Anybody ever been to the Twin Cities, you know what I'm talking about. Manny's Steakhouse downtown. It's connected to the W Hotel. I was staying at the hotel, and me and my lady friend, we didn't want to go nowhere. She parked in the parking structure, and I was like, look, we might as well not even go nowhere. It's snowing anyway. So I was like, let's go to Manny's. But I knew that dinner was gonna be a motherfucker. There was like the piece of meat, man. They came over and showed us these cuts of steaks. They was like, this is 100, this 75. This. I was like, man, just give us the 25. Let's give us a $35 steak, and we'll cut that motherfucker in half. It was more than enough meat. That $35 steak was more than enough meat for both of us. You digs? I have to justify going to a restaurant like that, since I knew that chick for a long time, and she was real cool. She used to be a farm. Her family used to be farmers up there in North Dakota. She was real cool. No, she was staying with me. Nah, she was staying with me. She didn't get no free dinner. Nah, man, she was a jump off. She was a regular. She was a regular jump off. Yeah, she was one of them kind of white girls that was game. Whenever I came to town, she was game. You know what I'm saying? She's one of them types. They don't make them like them in Minneapolis no more. You digs? Yeah, those were the days. That's okay though. Those were the days. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit now that we dealing with, my peoples. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a break. Look, man. We y'all slipping on the donations, man. Hey, we have raised 30. We've raised $30. Come on, man. Let's knock out this 70. Come on, guys. Let's go. I'm gonna take a break real quick. If you have not donated, please donate. J123. You talking about in Las Vegas? See, I almost moved to Las Vegas if I was stuck with cooking. Matter of fact, I was applying to jobs in Vegas when I was in Phoenix because I was like, I'm already in one hot spot, hot ass weather. I might as well move to Vegas where I can make some real money. The only problem is a lot of them chefs was like, well, you in Phoenix. I said, man, I could move. Dude, ain't nothing holding me back in Phoenix. Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard they got a lot of them mummies down there. Heard y'all got a lot of them mummies down there, don't y'all? I heard some of them bars in Tampa and Fort Lauderdale was popping though. I've seen some of them bars on TV. I'm like, oh, I might have to go down to Florida and check it out. Because I ain't been to Miami in years. I used to fuck with Miami. I got some people down there. I got some people up there in Pompano Beach. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale. Well, I'm gonna take a quick break, y'all. Hey, if you haven't donated, hit me on the Cash App or go to asktheiceman.com and scroll down to the donate button and donate. I'm gonna take a quick break. This is a Player Circle. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't you go nowhere. Keep it locked right here at the Player Circle. Black motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, God. I get it. All right, guys. I know some of you guys haven't gotten your tax returns back, but we got to do better. We got to do better, guys. Guys, seriously. Got to do better. Doesn't make sense for us to hit our goal for weeks at a time, and then all of a sudden we start doing, $20 and $30. But here's the thing. When you have sex with a woman and you start having sex with her on a regular, there's certain things that the inner workings, the muscles, tendons that are on and around the vagina are going to react a certain way. And if you don't understand how the vagina works in response to you as a man and you as the boyfriend or the husband, then if you don't understand when and how the pussy is being tampered with, again, you deserve to be cheated on. Now, I would get into that, but since you guys we're starting not to, keep our commitment, I'm keeping my end of the bargain, but we seem to have people who don't donate on a regular basis. It's always the same people. And while I thank each and every one of you who have donated last night and today, I thank you, and you are a special, aside from the rest of these people, you are the 1 to 200 people that I can count on every week. The rest of these folks are playing games. Okay. So I'm not going to get totally deep into, because we didn't hit the $100 today. We didn't even get half of that. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a live stream, a secret live stream. And then I'm going to finish up there. And then those people who donated last night and today, you're going to get a link to that private live stream. And the rest of you who refuse to support the show, you get nothing. So all of you guys, J123, Timmy Diamonds, my man, the Brown Sausage, Triple T Kill, the usual suspects. You'll get a live stream. You'll get a link to the live stream. All right. You tuned in to the Players Circle podcast. I am your host, the Iceman. Those of you who donated today, you will receive a link to the follow-up video to this. Have a great weekend. Don't eat too much General Tso's chicken. Love, peace, and soul.